Taylor Swift sat across from Seth Meyers, her laughter echoing as she recounted the wildness of her fiancé Travis Kelce's latest misadventure. The night was October 8th, the studio lights reflecting off her jeweled necklace and the floral corset she wore. She was there to promote her new album, but the conversation quickly turned to Kelce's memorable appearance at her London Eras tour show that past June. Kelce, an NFL superstar now engaged to one of the planet's most recognizable women, still found himself awestruck in celebrity circles. Swift described how Travis would always visit the VIP tents, soak in the energy, and then spill the tea for her later, always in the car after the concert, recounting every detail. Before the show, she'd told him, "Your favorite director is in the tent tonight." Kelce's eyes had lit up. He was a massive Greta Gerwig fan, impressed by her ability to master wildly different film genres. "You should totally tell her how much you loved Barbie," Swift had encouraged, promising Gerwig was the perfect person to approach, always gracious and giggling at fan appreciation. The concert rolled by in a blur of music and starlight. Afterward, Kelce climbed into their waiting car, a few drinks in, excitedly gushing about the tense A-list crowd. Tom Cruise was going crazy. Liam Hemsworth is every bit as fun as Chris, and Liam's fiancée Gabriella Brooks is super chill. Ashton Kutcher was there with Mila Kunis. Hugh Grant was in the mix. I got to tell him how much I love his movies, and he was so cool. Swift listened, beaming, then asked, "Did you meet Greta?" "Yeah, I think so," Kelce replied, sheepish. "But I might have made the same joke she's heard 1,000 times." "What did you say?" she asked. "I told her I love Barbie. I'm just Ken, too. And then I pointed at you." Swift laughed, assuring him Greta would have loved that. But Kelce explained Gerwig only smiled politely, didn't say much. Swift, surprised, wondered if maybe Gerwig was just tired of the same joke. Kelce shrugged, noting Gerwig had been chatting with Hugh Grant all night, dancing and sharing inside jokes. "They look like soulmates," he added. Swift's curiosity was piqued. "The tea is crazy tonight, Travis," she remarked, scrolling her phone. Then she found it. Videos all over the internet of Travis dancing with Greta the whole evening. "Travis, here's a video of you and Greta. Looks like she liked the joke." Kelce peered closer. "Oh, that's not Greta." "Wait," Swift said, connecting the dots. "Is there any chance you complimented Hugh Grant's wife?" Anna Eberstein on Barbie told her, "I'm just Ken." "Too? And she was polite because she didn't direct it?" Swift couldn't help but laugh at the mix-up. "And maybe those two dancing soulmates were just Hugh and Anna?" Kelce groaned, realizing his mistake, while Swift promised to never let him live it down. "Don't forget to subscribe for more celebrity chaos like this." The conversation drifted to Swift's new album, The Life of a Showgirl. Meyers had already teased her appearance on Instagram, donning the album's signature orange cardigan and sipping from a mug inscribed "Tie Cover October 8th, 25, quoting lyrics from Swift's All Too Well. Swift felt right at home on the late night stage, having visited in both 2014 and 2021, but this was her first time back in 5 years. A lot had changed since then, as Meyers joked that she'd fit 15 years' worth of work into those 5. Swift agreed, calling the rollout of The Life of a Showgirl her favorite yet, full of joy and connection with her fans. She'd been watching TikTok reactions, delighted that for the first time her parents and brother joined her on the press tour. Swift also pulled back the curtain on her The Fate of Oilia music video, revealing it featured dancers from her Eras tour and a cameo from a loaf of bread she'd baked herself. Meyers proudly showed off his own Swift-baked bread, its packaging covered in puns inspired by her lyrics. Swift grinned, predicting her bread-related humor would be underappreciated until years from now. A clip rolled from her recent theater event, capturing the moment they decided the bread deserved a cameo in the video. The show was a full Swift takeover, with even the signature A Closer Look segment weaving in Friendship Bracelet and Life of a Showgirl song jokes, all while poking fun at the current government shutdown. Swift's connection with Meyers was easy and familiar, even as she talked about the heavier elements of fame and her creative process. Swift then touched on her engagement to Kelce, sharing details for the first time since the couple's joyful announcement in August. On the Graham Norton show, she'd told the story of Kelce's elaborate proposal, rating it a perfect 10 out of 10, and confessing he truly surprised her. She planned to focus on the album's release before diving into wedding planning, excited for the process to unfold. On The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, Swift revealed Kelce had held on to her engagement ring for a long time before finally popping the question. "He's my favorite person I've ever met," she gushed. "No offense to everyone else." The simple thought that she'd spend forever with him left her glowing. She recounted how Kelce grew oddly nervous before recording her New Heights podcast episode. A first for such a confident, unflappable athlete. "He kept saying, 'My heart is racing. I know how much this means to you. I just want it to be everything you hoped for.'" Swift soon realized the nerves weren't about the podcast, but about the proposal he had planned for after the recording. The memory still made her laugh. The album's release marked another milestone. With just over a day of tracking left, Swift smashed the record for the biggest opening week in the streaming era, selling 3.2 million copies and notching 300,000 streaming units for a combined 3.5 million, according to Billboard and Luminate's data. Adele's 25 had previously held the crown with 3.3 million pure sales, but Swift's total with streaming set a new high. The Life of a Showgirl, her 12th album, wasn't just another pop project. Produced and written by Swift, Max Martin, and Shellback, it blended the storytelling of Evermore with the midnight moodiness of Midnights. On release day alone, she moved 2.7 million units, her biggest single-day sales ever. Alongside the album, Swift dropped a cinematic companion event over the weekend, giving fans their first look at the Fate of Oilia music video before its online debut. Swift directed the video herself, collaborating once again with Oscar-nominated cinematographer Rodrigo Prieto and renowned choreographer Mandy Moore, both of whom worked on her Eras tour. The event, neither a conventional film nor a documentary, grossed $33 million domestically and another $13 million worldwide, for a global total of $46 million. Swift's life was a whirlwind of album promotion, sold-out shows, and media appearances. On Graham Norton, she'd glowed as she described Kelce's proposal, the NFL star's nerves barely contained as he waited for the perfect moment. Even on Fallon's show, she'd lit up as she described the joy of seeing her loved ones support her, the fun of teasing Kelce for his celebrity mix-up, and the thrill of connecting with fans around the world. With her family by her side, her bread in the music video, and her record-breaking album firmly in hand, Swift felt more at home than ever. She soaked in the joy of performing, watching fans dance and sing along, feeling the love in every city. From the tent backstage in London to the bright lights of the late-night set, the laughter and stories rolled on. Swift's playful side came through in every anecdote, whether poking fun at Kelce's awkwardness or roasting herself for her bread puns. She loved the chaos, the surprise of seeing Travis mistaken for Greta's best friend, the thrill of a new album smashing records, the warmth of her family on tour. The night wound down, but the stories kept coming, each one a layer in the tapestry of Swift's extraordinary year. The press tour had taken her from Graham Norton's couch to Fallon's stage to Myers's desk, each stop another chance to share the joy and strangeness of her world.